Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3, where we are still exploring the Blighted Village, and I guess we will continue to explore it because there's still some buildings we haven't checked out yet. So yeah, I don't know, let's maybe start with the one over here.
Haven't seen that game in years.
Oh, you mean the one on the ground? Yeah, I used to play that game when I was a kid as well. I mean, who hasn't? Also, is this something we can check out? Yes, we can.
Let's see.
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
So what happened to them? Nothing really gives any information on that. They're just missing? Interesting. Okay, there's another book I haven't read yet. We have read this last episode.
I was wondering about your queen, Vlaakith. What tales of her reach us are terrifying. I suppose that's not how you would describe her.
Vlaakith is unity, fear and beauty, life and unlife. Eyes like onyx, teeth like daggers. There is none more perfect.
Sounds vile. I assume the meaning of perfect was lost in translation.
I don't know. Sounds pretty impressive to me. But yeah, let's have a look at this. A warning to the Sword Coast. People of the Sword Coast, look around you. What do you see? A collection of gods-fearing humans, elves and dwarves, or an infernal corruption of that divine image. Tieflings, wearing their devilish heritage for all to see, walk among us as if they didn't owe their existence and allegiance to the lords below. These hell-touched peoples have infiltrated our cities, our organizations, even our families. They can claim to be good all they wish. Would you believe the tiger who looks at you with dripping fangs if he said he ate nothing but vegetables? No, we can see their true nature plain as day. But they are not the only evil infiltrating our world. All around I see drow, durga and other creatures of the Underdark strive for acceptance. But why should you accept them when their brothers raid our countryside and steal our children? Obviously, I'm not saying they should be cast out. Obviously, I'm not saying we should return these delinquents to the Underdark and drive the Tieflings back to the hells they came from. But be wary of these people, my friends. Be suspicious when you see them, and especially suspicious when you do not. I don't know. Seems kind of racist to me. And obviously you're not saying that. You're just saying, right? Alright. Anyway, yeah, let's check out what's going on here. I think there's someone talking. Who are these guys? Fang and Chock. Alright. Check it out. Oh, they're eating a person.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves.
Lump the
This
Enlightened.
quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this?
Huh.
Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies.
Yeah, I don't think
Stranger,
so.
be you friend or food.
Friend or food?
The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
The brand of the absolute. I'm guessing he's talking about that glowing mark that we saw on some of the goblins and the cultists of the absolute we met earlier in the forest. Yeah, I don't think I have that. You're quite eloquent for an ogre. Okay, so these are ogres. I don't think I've seen any in the game so far. I bear no such brand. Deception, I'll do you one better. I'm one of the Absolute's chosen disciples. Attack. I don't know, maybe I should try deception just to see if I can get some additional information out of him if I pretend to be like one of them. Maybe he will be more forthcoming. But either way, you're quite eloquent for an ogre, I guess. I mean, he is enlightened, apparently.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand.
I don't know, you seem to be eating a tiefling at the moment.
A delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
And now you want to eat me. I'm not sure if that is the kind of diet that makes you enlightened. Yeah, sure. Let's just try the deception. I feel if I just say I have no such brand, he's just going to attack me because then I'm not a friend, but food. But like I said, maybe I can get some information from him if I manage to deceive him. Alright, it's average difficulty. Let's give this a try. Well, not going to happen. I can roll again, but I do not have maximum inspirations at the moment, and I'm not sure if this is important enough to use an inspiration. I guess I'm just going to continue. I guess we will have to fight them if I fail this skill check, but we'll see.
I expect more than your word. Show me your flesh.
Oh, I get another chance. I bear no such brand. Okay, I got another deception. Flash your arm at him. There you are. You could see the brand, could you not? I mean, isn't the mark like on the face? I don't know, maybe it can be in different spots. Intimidation. Do not test the Absolute's finest ogre. You would not survive her wrath. Now, assuming that the difficulty is the same for both of them, then it doesn't really matter. So why not try intimidation for a change? Alright, it's going to be another 10, so let's see if I have better luck this time. There we go. From critical failure to critical success.
Spoken with the confidence only a true soul could muster.
Right.
How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend.
Yeah, I guess the other two ogres are not as eloquent. I can see that. Okay, I have a few dialogue options here. I notice you don't bear a brand of your own. Right, why is that?
I've no use for the absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal.
Interesting.
No talk.
Apparently he said too much. So basically you're just mercenaries. You're working for the goblins and check if people have the brand, and if they don't, you eat them. Okay, that's an interesting arrangement. Forget goblins, you should be fighting for me. I'm not sure if I want them to fight for me. I mean, they seem to be eating people. This is not the kind of people I want in my company, I think. I've seen few other ogres in these parts. Yeah, I think these are the first, right?
We follow the sense of blood and gold to all lands fertile, friend. And this land proves particularly fruitful.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to hire them to fight for me. Also, look how skeptical Artemis is looking at them. So I guess I'm just going to leave for now.
Alas, not so much as a nibble. Food? No, not food.
Oh, he's so disappointed that he can't eat me. Anyway, let's look around this place a little bit.
That might be worth a look.
Oh, what is that? Cracked support beam.
Good.
What can I do with it? Can I like hit it? Oh, what the hell? This is not exactly what I expected. Well, I guess we will be fighting these ogres after all. I mean, they probably deserve it because they killed the tieflings. So, yeah, I guess we're going to do this. Fang, Lump, and Chock. Okay, let's maybe go for Fang first because he is going to attack first. And sure, let's try a flourish attack here. Okay, well that did do some damage at least. And he's trying to slam me now, but that's a miss. Okay, now my ravens can attack and maybe they can blind the guy. That would be helpful. Okay, well that didn't do anything. But maybe Corvus can do the job. There we go, blinded.
Can't afford to let up.
Now, let's see. I mean, Guiding Bolt is kind of useful. May as well use a stronger version here. And yeah, he's blinded, so hopefully this is going to hit. There we go. Very nice. That did do a lot of damage. I might even be able to kill this guy before he gets to attack again. And I guess you can put this on... I don't know. Huh? She's probably the one who's going to be attacked next because she's closest, so... And the guidance is not going to last that long anyway, so let's just replace it.
Awaits.
Right. You will have to move a little bit closer here. Why not jump over here? And, yeah, I guess you can just attack with a normal attack. Since the guy is almost dead, I'm not sure if Lacerate is going to be necessary. Let's just go in with a nice big slash, and there we go. That took care of him. Very nice.
Battle of wits.
Now, let's see. I guess magic missile is always useful. Now the question is, do we want to go for him first? I mean, he's weaker, so maybe we will try to finish him off first. There we go. And now Lump is going to attack. Okay, well that did some damage. And ooh, what is this? Choose how to react. When you are about to be hit by an enemy, increase your armor class by 5. You take no damage from magic missile. Sure, let's do it. I mean, it's a miss anyway, so that probably didn't matter. Okay, first of all, my ravens should attack first and maybe blind the guy over here. There we go.
Never a dull moment.
And now you can maybe hit him with an ensnaring strike. I guess it's far away enough to do this. Okay, very nice. And since he's already blinded, I guess you can go for him over here. Okay, that didn't actually do anything though.
Talk to me.
Alright, I guess you can go for him, but target is too close, so maybe I don't want to use this. I guess you will just hit him with your mace. Alright. And maybe you can put this on yourself.
I am fury. I am death.
Now, since she's closest to Lump, I guess you can go after him now with Lacerate. Alright, very nice. Bleeding. And let's follow it up with a Pommel Strike. Okay. Works out well for me. Well, let's see. I guess you will continue with this guy over here. Alright. I need to do something about Lizelle. She's taking some damage here. But first, let's continue with this guy, maybe. Another one of these. Oh, that was a miss. Okay, again, you can attack this guy. Oh, I think I accidentally made him move somewhere else and then use like opportunity attack. But I guess Corvus can try this. Okay, that didn't do anything. Can you move away without getting attacked? I think you can. And now let's maybe use the guiding bolt instead. Still a miss. And you should maybe heal Lizelle a little bit over here. Okay, there we go.
Time to strike.
And again, you can just hit this guy over here. Nope, not like that. But also maybe use second wind on yourself. There we go.
What fools these mortals be.
Okay, you can just continue with this guy over here until he's defeated. Okay, that was pretty neat. And take a potion, just in case. Yep, Lizelle is taking like the brunt of the attacks here. Gotta be careful about her. Okay, but this guy is like almost defeated. So I guess I will continue to attack him. There we go. And you will also attack him. There we go. One more hit should
Concentrate.
finish him off. Let's do this. Alright. Very nice. Okay.
Victory
End
awaits.
the turn, and first of all, you definitely need to take a potion here. Yeah, main hand attack. Still my best option, I guess. And I'm going to use Action Search to repeat the attack. And hopefully we can finish him off before he gets to attack Lizelle again.
I don't fancy their chances.
Alright, now you can go after this guy over here. There we go. Alright. This was a fight that I tried to avoid at first, but then I got involved anyway because I made like the building collapse. And like I said, they probably deserved it because they killed the tiefling over here, so I'm not too broken up about it. Anyway, I'm going to take a short rest to heal up. And I guess I can use this for Gale. Arcane Recovery, replenish spell slots while out of combat. You cannot restore spell slots above 5th level, which I don't have, so I guess I will use this to make sure I have like all spells available again next time. Right.
Can't give up now.
There we go. Alright, sorry for the quick cut, I just had to take a phone call, but now we can continue, and maybe I will start by bringing back Roth. There we go. And now let's see if these ogres have any decent loot. Oh, well, look at that. Scroll of Blur. Attackers have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. The Diary of Lump the Enlightened. Lump's Warhorn. Sound this horn to call Lump's frenzied band of ogres. They will feast on anyone they can get their hands on, but if you made a deal with them, they will make an effort to spare your party. I mean, I killed them, so this is probably not going to work anymore. But yeah, I don't think these are the kinds of allies I'm looking for. Warped Headband of Intellect. Set the wearer's intelligence score to 17. The enchantment has no effect if the intelligence score is higher without it. Okay, that is actually very useful, especially for Artemis, since intelligence is kind of her weak spot. I'm going to take all of it. And I want to read that diary, of course. Let's take a look. The triumphs and... What the hell am I doing? I have a new mouse, and somehow the mouse button is different than before, so sometimes I just click on it without really trying to. The triumphs and travels of Lump the Enlightened. Day 1. Now that I see truth, I can scarcely remember a time before. At first I thought it the human's thin flesh that bestowed this gift, but I've come to believe it was the circlet she wore. There was crunch in that chew. Okay, so that's the reason he was so eloquent. It was like that circlet of intelligence. And apparently he ate it, which means I just got this circlet from his intestines, apparently. That's great. Day 4. The goblin boss Dror Rexlin made a tantalizing proposal. Spare any prey bearing his new god's brand and feast on the rest. He offered considerable coin in return. Right. That's basically what he just told me. Yeah, I think I want to wear this instead of the leather helmet. This should be nice. Where exactly can I see? There we go. Intelligence 17. Look at that. Suddenly you're much more intelligent, much smarter. I like it. Okay, but let's see if the other ogres have something as well. Nope. At least not this guy. And what about Fang? Nope. And what about the tiefling? Tarnished locket. This locket opens to reveal an intricate illustration of a stone tower. The words Alteral Strength and Unity are inscribed across the top. Okay, but doesn't seem to be any kind of special amulet. So probably just something that I want to sell. Okay, but there's like a bunch of stuff I can, read.
Here goes nothing.
Let's take a look at that. A shepherd's son tended to his father's flock on the banks of the Chiondar. The days grew long and the boy grew bored. To amuse himself, he called out, "Beholder, beholder!" The shepherd came running, but there was no beholder. The boy pointed and giggled, but the shepherd scolded him. "Do not cry beholder when there's no beholder. Promise?" What's a beholder? But I'm guessing this is like some version of the boy who cried wolf. "I promise," said the boy, but the next day was as boring as the last. "Beholder," the boy cried, and his father rushed to his side. The boy laughed and laughed, but the shepherd only frowned and shook his head. 3 days later, the boy spotted a round figure floating in the distance. It had one giant eye in the middle of its face. Oh, is it like one of these tattoos I've seen before? A mouth full of pointed teeth, and thin stalks growing from it, each with an eye peeking from the tip. "Beholder, beholder," he shouted, but no one came. The beholder began to float towards him, and the boy turned and sprinted along the river. He ran and ran until he reached a high bank and could run no more. The boy cried and cowered, bracing for the beholder's deadly ray. Instead, a familiar voice said, "Turn around." The boy turned. There was no beholder, only the shepherd clad in a woolen cloak. A giant eye was painted on the front and a toothy mouth below. Vines were sewn to the cloak's edges. "You scared me," sobbed the boy. "That makes us even," said the father as he dried the boy's tears. The boy never cried beholder again. That's actually a pretty interesting variation of The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Much nicer ending, I guess. Although, I guess a different lesson to be learned here. But okay, let's keep looking around and let's pick this up. But there's definitely more, especially more stuff I can read apparently.
Should mind my step.
So let's take a look at all of this as well. Okay. Food is always useful. The Folly and the Fall. Though clearly old, this handbill has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, see the play that sent Elturel's Everlight Theatre into chaos. The sharp-tongued traveling troupe presents The Folly and the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. Part 1. Of Lost Netheril, the great wizarding empire in humanity's age of wonder. Part 2. Of the great mage Karsus, his brief and terrible godhood, and the ruin he wrought. Part 3. Of Netheril's fall, 1,000 years of shade and Shah's subversion. Part 4. Of Netheril's return and its shadow falling upon the land. Penned by the great bard Bregan Feck, The Folly and the Fall tells the true story of the flying Netherese city Thultandar and its dramatic return after 1,000 years in exile on Shah's plane of shadows. See the climactic battle above Myth Draenor, rendered in stunning detail thanks to the finest thaumaturgs on the coast. So do they cast like illusions onto the stage? Direct on your village green, as the sharp-tongued traveling troupe makes its transit to Baldur's Gate, see it now or face 1,000 years of sorrow. Okay, apparently we missed this because it's already kind of old. So we won't be seeing that. We missed it and now we have to face 1,000 years of sorrow, I guess. And yeah, we have more books over here. I guess we'll check that out too. I'm not sure if I have read this volume already. Let's take a look. No, I think this is new. Lyra, Lady of Deception, the goddess who wears many masks. Invoke her name, avoid perception. She hides your lies and secret tasks. For joy, to Lyra we must call and worship her through soul-felt dance. So find her presence in fest halls. Do not give idleness a chance. Loviata's pleasure is your pain, your scars an offering. Scorch or candle, whip or cane can your devotion bring. That seems like an unpleasant god to worship. But okay, to each their own. And yeah, there's another one. Again, not sure if I have seen this volume, but I don't think I have. Waterland is Cormyr. Certainly, the geography is dramatic, edged by mountains and sea, filled with forest and swamps. But why dwell on these when the great walls of Suzail loom ahead? One sees the city's walls as one approaches, but there's no understanding them from a distance. It's only as one gets close and they loom higher and higher and higher that one appreciates the majesty of Suzail. I passed through gates the size of castles to enter this magnificent city. The streets are patrolled by elite armed knights known as the Purple Dragons and frequented by nobles in the most elegant fashions. Its port is filled with ships from across the sea of fallen stars, carrying goods from lands I only knew from legends. The docks overflow with fruit, spices, silks, and animal pelts. You will not see a finer market if you have the golden lions to spend. Also, the harming of cats is strictly forbidden. A thoroughly civilized land. Sounds good to me. Let's take it. Okay, we have definitely seen this before, and is this the same that I've just read? No, this is different. You should not ever pray to Baal, the savage lord of murder. His worshippers are killers all, who spread his darkness further. Chauntea is our mother great, hers is the hearth and home. Our harvest on her blessing wait, thus we reap what we've sown. Sirik is the prince of strife, god of deceit and madness. Watch for the dark sun and his lies, who rob your bonds of gladness. Okay. Lots and lots of gods that you can learn about. Okay, it looks like...
Let's have a look.
We have seen everything here. So, I guess I'm going to leave this place behind. I think there might be more goblins over here. I've heard some people talking. Let's check this out.
What's the roundup?
Nothing.
Less you like trash.
Yeah, there's definitely more people here.
Looking.
What exactly are you looking for, Tracker Slice?
Keep your paws to yourself, and I won't cut her off.
I guess just loot in general?
Very well.
Nothing here, boss.
Look, everything here is ours. Bugger off.
I mean, I already took some valuable stuff. And apparently they are not interested in, like, the food
Garbage.
and garbage. I will take it. I can make use of this.
Gotta be something here.
Okay. There's like another goblin, but I'm not sure if they will have anything interesting to say. Let's take a look at this building. I don't think I've been inside this one before. Ooh, oh, there's a lot going on here. Let's see. What is all of this? Extracts the rule of 3. A long-winded introduction explains that Huskin Cecilaffin's notes, published as is from their work journal, have helped bring alchemy to the masses. It starts with a full history of the Dragonborn who had been descaled as a teenager and started their alchemical research in hopes of restoring their height. As the pages turn, it continues to wax poetic about how Cecilafin put aside their own research to help the common people. Much more interesting, though, are Cecilafin's actual research notes. I have decided I shall make all my notes, both those written and those still to come, available to those who wish to study. You reading this text now are probably one such person. As enticing as potion making is, we shall first start with the most basic alchemical rule, the rule of 3. Most ingredients can be found throughout Faerun. However, they need to be refined to be of any use in alchemy. Doing so is simple. Just combine 3 of the same ingredients and you will obtain an extract which can be used to brew potions, poisons, oil and elixirs. So remember, 3 of the same ingredients make an extract. Or in rhyme form if you like. When in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract. Excellent. I don't know, I feel this is easy enough to remember without a rhyme. You just need like 3 items. What exactly is the problem here? Okay, we got a ledger over here. The ledger is filled with cultivation instructions for a range of medicinal plants. One entry is underlined: deliver specially requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying eyes.
Says there's a cellar here somewhere.
Okay.
I don't see one.
Well, that gave me another quest, so it must be interesting. It mentioned some rare plants stored in a cellar could be worth finding. Seems to be like right next to me. As a matter of fact, it is. There's a hedge. Okay, we will check out that hedge in a second, but first, let's see what else we got in this place. Also, let me pick this up. And this as well. And all of this. Potion of sleep. Potion of healing. No, I want the potion of healing over here. And...
Don't mind if I do.
Antidote. It's probably going to be interesting as well. And Lacolite. Okay, another recipe unlocked. What about this stuff? Oh, it's hanging on the ceiling. Sure. I'll take all of it. Right, before I go into the cellar, let me make sure I have checked out everything inside the building. So this is clearly the town's apothecary. Lots of fairly useful stuff. Empty poison bottle. Why is there so many poison bottles in here? Another antidote. Sure. I guess I can sell the bottles, right? No, I want to go through this into the next room. Okay, we have some stuff in here as well. A crystal ball. Is this anything special? No, probably not. What is this? Household prayer. Let me take a look at that. Lavender to light, Selune to guide, Kalimvor to judge, and passage provide. Alright. Straight into the point. And okay, I don't really need anything of that. But I believe there's like, yep, there's like another book over here. Gotta check that out too. In this year, 950 DR, there can hardly be a more prosperous and fortunate town than Phandalin. Fendelver's Pact has brought prosperity to this land, splitting the wonders of Wake Echo Cave between gnomes and dwarves. The town now boasts thriving communities of both peoples, living and working together in harmony. We have also tempted human spellweavers from all across the north to our town, who are happy to work side by side with the allies of Fendelver's Pact. Mayor Alderleaf invites you to come and witness this miracle yourself. See the powers being uncovered in the forge of spells and the prosperity this power brings. I dare say Neverwinter will soon have a new rival for the title Jewel of the North. Okay. We probably won't get to see this place. Not in this game anyway, right? Missives of Candlekeep. Again, I'm not sure if I've seen this before. A select collection of the most notable letters sent from Candlekeep. Many are dry reports of celestial movements or incomprehensible details of arcane rituals. However, this letter catches your eye. To the Sage Elminster, over the past year I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorian, so I wanted to be the one to deliver this sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorian and his ward left Candlekeep soon after your last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but they were waylaid shortly after on the road to Baragost. The gate warden tells me that Gorian saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of this ward there was no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honor, Tristan P. Shale, librarian at Candlekeep. P.S. I hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but might I ask, why do you need so much information about Ballspawn? What exactly are you working on? Okay, not sure why that letter in particular caught my attention, but maybe At some point, this will make sense to me. Until then, let's just keep looking around. Alright, it looks like we have seen everything here. So, I say we will take a look at that cellar, huh? Alright, here we go. Journal updated, search the cellar. Well, first of all, I may need a bit of light. And I can already see another potion of healing. And more ingredients, I guess. Alright, I guess it doesn't hurt to have these. And more potions. That's actually fairly valuable. Okay, what else do we got here? Let's see. There might be more over here. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff over here actually. Let's see, what do we got here? Suspicious poison. Okay. Lots of poisons in here indeed.
What's that?
Oh. Oh, hidden lever. Okay, sure, I'll take a look at that in a second. Elixir of poison resistance. Yeah, this healer has been dabbling a lot into poisons, apparently. I will read the books right away. Let me maybe pick up all of the loot first. And got a few more crates over here. The racks seem to be mostly empty. Pile of books. But nothing that's worth reading, apparently. Another potion of healing. Okay. Let's maybe take a look at... Oh, I can't reach these. Okay, whatever. Let's take a look at these books over here. So we got potion of healing recipe. Let's take a look at that first. This small recipe has helped me through a lot. Without my scales... Alright, they did mention that. My hide smarts and tears with the slightest touch. While it has never healed me fully, every drop soothes. I hope it might similarly soothe whatever ails you. Someone has filled the rest of the page with repetitions of, why is it always healing potions? This goddamned primitive village and the occasional, someday I'll kill that mongrel of a master. Luckily, the recipe itself is still mostly legible. So I guess this was written by, like, the apprentice, maybe? Recipe for 1 potion of healing. Extracts needed. Salts of rogue's morsel, suspension of maregrass. Method. Stir the suspension until a vortex forms. Carefully tip in the salts. Keep stirring until the salts dissolve and the solution takes on a red hue. And keep in mind... Okay, this is just the same rhyme again. I don't need to read that again. What about the healer's log? Patient Samson, occupation blacksmith. Melody goat. Comments, Samson's become accustomed to the good life since he acquired that new apprentice. I gave him a tincture of autumn crocus and told him to avoid red meat and ale. Yeah, we've heard about that person before. Patient Branley, occupation Cooper, malady, large wood splinter in hand, common splinter removed, wound cleaned, doused in balsam ointment and bandaged. Patient Timmick, occupation non-child, malady, swallowed bottle cork, commons no hardness or blockage in stomach, the cork should pass without causing harm. I gave the lad a stern warning. Patient Dida, occupation apprentice blacksmith. Malady, minor burns to the face and hands. Comments, another burn for Samson's eager young apprentice. The usual treatment was applied, but I urged her to slow her pace at work before she inflicts real harm on herself. I mean, we've heard about the apprentice blacksmith, but the name was different. I don't know, maybe this is like the first name and the other was like the last name. Okay, well, that's all there is to this book. Again, I'm going to pick it up if I can. I just like to collect all the books. Now, there's still the issue of that mysterious lever, and there might be some other random loot in this place. However, since this episode is getting long enough, I'm going to make a cut here, and we will check out what this is all about in the next episode. So as always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.